Everyone, welcome to another short video. In this video, we are going to look at DNS rewrite feature of Palo Alto's NAT policy. So I have already created a NAT policy, basically a destination NAT policy, because that feature is only available with the destination NAT. So I have already created a policy. This is a simple policy which we also saw in the last video. I just given this name. So original packet WAN to WAN ETH 1 by 3. If any traffic is coming to this, send it to this IP address 10.0.0.10 and enable DNS rewrite direction forward. So what this forward means, as you can see, I'm translating this address to this address. So if any DNS response packet has this IP address as an answer, then it will be rewritten to this. If I select here reverse, then any DNS response packet that has the translated address as a response will be rewritten to this, opposite direction of the rule. Now, I have also created the respective security policy for it. You can see this one, DNS rewrite demo, WAN to LAN zone, and towards this IP address. So pre-NAT IP and post-NAT zone. Okay, now this is the topology for these rules. So any traffic coming to .119 IP address here will be sent towards this machine. Okay, but if someone queries a specific DNS record vpc4.shivam.local, then that will be redirected to 10.0.0.10. Its response, will be changed to 10.0.0.10. It's basically the answer IP address will be changed to this if it resolves to .119. Let me show you my DNS server. I have made some settings on it for this lab. Okay, yeah, if you see, this is my DNS server. I'll make it a bigger. Just please hold on. Yeah, okay. Let me stretch. Yeah, you can see. So VPC4 has a DNS record that says its IP address is 192.168.253.199. And this is where my uh, this PC, whenever will try to go to firewall and try to resolve that name, basically this PC, when it will try to resolve the name vpc4.shivam.local, it will the DNS server will return the IP address ending with .119, but firewall will rewrite that to 10.0.0.10 so that this PC can directly communicate internally. Let's have a look at it, but before we do that, I want to start the captures on firewall's outside interface. That's ETH 1 by 3. Okay, and also on this ETH 1 by 0 interface of switch. So we can see what is getting delivered to the PC as well over the Wireshark. So this is the switches interface capture, and this is the firewalls outside interface capture. Now let's launch this VPC5. I'll just change its appearance so that everyone can see. Just give me a second. Okay, yeah. So you can see now. Now let's try to resolve that name ping vpc4 dot shivam dot local. You see what's the IP address we got? 10.0.0.10. Now let's see the DNS request and response. What was there on firewall CTH 1 by 3 interface? Okay, these IPs are actually exchanged in the diagram. Let me quickly fix it. They should be like this. Okay. Now let's see the DNS request and response here. You can see query vpc4.shivam.local. What is its IP address? DNS server, tell me. Now the DNS server says the IP address of this is, let me see, where is it? Yeah, it is 192.168.253.199. That's the response from the DNS server. Okay, request. and response. Now let's see what got delivered to the VPC 5. That will be on this interface here. If I go up 10.0.0.3 to 10.0.0, yeah, see what was the query? Query like what is the IP address of VPC 4.shivam.local? It says the IP address is 10.0.0.10. So this response was rewritten by my firewall from .119 IP address, this IP address, to 10.0.0.10. So there are some special use cases for that option, like if there is an internal website that's also have an external endpoint, and if the DNS request is getting resolved to the external one, then you might want your firewall to rewrite that. Okay, and other things in the NAT policy, it does have these options as we saw in the security policy: add a new policy, delete a policy, clone a policy, enable the policy, disable a policy, move a policy in the order up, down, to the top, to the bottom, or a specific order by clicking on this button, exporting all the policies in the form of PDF or CSV, highlighting the unused rules. If there are any unused policies, you can see this rule is unused. It does say this rule is unused. So, yep, it has been just, used to rewrite the DNS response. That's it. That's why it is unused. It has just rewritten the DNS response. That's not a hit. A hit will be really when the translation will happen. Okay. And yeah, we can see that, but not right now. I can show you that as well. Let me try to do a ping to it. Let me bring this up here. Ping 192.168.2. Where's that? 253.199. See, it can ping. Now there will be hits on the rule. This is the real translation. It will come in some time. Give it some time before it gets a hit, and then it shows you there. And then highlight unused rule. After that view, change the view as we changed in the security policy. Rule based by tags, rule based by groups tags, basically based on the groups. No tag has only rule number one, internet tag has rule number two. And also you can take the action on the groups. Like suppose this group has 6 rules, so you can say delete those rules, clone those rules, move all the rules in that group, and change the group of all rules. Same thing you can do in the security policy as well. I think I missed to show that, but this is how really it's gonna look at there as well. Test policy match. You can do a policy match test for the NAT policies. What policy will hit if some specific traffic comes to my firewall? You can see now it had the hits after I did a ping. Okay, that was about the about the NAT policy. So in forward direction, DNS rewrite will do if a DNS response has this IP address, it will be changed to this. If a DNS response has this IP address and you want it to change to this, then you need to select here DNS rewrite reverse. That's how it will work. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.